Hello and welcome back to 365 Days with mxmtoon. I'm Maia, a singer, songwriter, video maker, Oakland native, and a film fanatic. I'm also a huge fan of history. I love untold stories, gross facts, and secrets, anything weird, dark, and forget the past. So each day, I'm going to share some of my favorite deep cuts with you. So let's take a look at today's story.
It's 365 with mxmtoon. New facts every day, so don't leave too soon. I'm gonna teach you stuff, no it won't be tough. Gonna go a year till you've had enough. It's 365 mxmtoon.
Today, in 2010, SpaceX became the first privately held company to launch, orbit, and recover a spacecraft from outer space. Let's talk about how that happened. We'll start with SpaceX itself. SpaceX stands for Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, an independent space transportation company founded by Elon Musk. He founded it in 2002, and his stated goal was to one day colonize Mars. Let's also talk a little bit about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is, Elon Musk is a lot of things. He's a businessman, a designer, and an engineer. In addition to founding SpaceX, he was the CEO, product architect of Tesla, and he founded other companies like The Boring Company, OpenAI, and Neuralink. He's been on the Forbes list of most powerful people, and he's super rich, to the tune of $91.9 billion. Musk's interest in Mars began before the founding of SpaceX. He tried a project called Mars Oasis to land a mini greenhouse on Mars, capable of growing plants inside. He wanted to revitalize public interest in space travel and help increase the budget of NASA. He traveled to Russia to try and buy rockets, but they were too expensive. On the flight home, he realized that he could just build his own company to create rockets to land on Mars because the raw materials to build a rocket were so much cheaper than the price of buying an already constructed rocket. That's when the idea of Mars Oasis became the grander idea of SpaceX. He started hiring employees for the new company and found a warehouse space in El Segundo, California. Musk decided that he wanted to make space travel available to anyone and to produce a reusable launch system. Of course, there's a lot of steps a spaceship company has to take before sending a rocket to Mars. NASA helped fund the launch as a part of its Commercial Orbit Transportation Services program. NASA encourages civilians to pursue commercial space travel because the more companies that can fly into space, the less pressure there will be on NASA, who's constrained by the budget of the government. NASA agreed to let SpaceX provide crew and cargo resupply demonstration contracts to the International Space Station. Afterwards, it funded 12 flights of the Falcon 9 rocket. The SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket blasted off from Cape Canaveral on the morning of December 8th. It orbited the Earth twice before re-entering the atmosphere. 3 hours later, Dragon, the spacecraft aboard the Falcon 9 rocket, splashed down into the ocean. It was the first privately owned ship to return to Earth safely from orbit. Bill Nye said Falcon 9 nailed it, as the Dragon capsule sailed aboard the Falcon 9 rocket, and Musk himself said it was mind-blowingly awesome. What was on the rocket? Well, funny you ask. It contained a wheel of cheese, Le Bruyere, which I hope I said correctly. Why? Well, Musk has a little secret tradition of putting funny things on board his rocket ships, like little Easter eggs to himself. He said that the cheese wheel was inspired by a friend's joke, and by a Monty Python skit. Rockets, Mars, and cheese aside, Musk is quite the controversial figure. He's been sued for defamation for calling a diver who rejected one of his proposals a pedo guy. He's tweeted false statements about the price of Tesla shares, and he got sued again by the SEC, who said that he should have gotten approval before tweeting the tweets. He stepped down as the chairman of Tesla and settled with the SEC, and the settlement included limitations of his use of Twitter. If only more people got sued for their use of Twitter. To further the Twitter drama, the person who was appointed to look over Musk's tweets before he sent them was discovered to be looking at the tweets but not actually approving them, so Musk was put in contempt of court for not abiding by the restriction. Basically, it was a whole thing. Musk's antics don't always involve legal action, though. Musk is also well known for his relationship with musician Grimes. Well, they used to go by Grimes. Just recently, they stated in an interview that they're going to be going by the single letter C, lowercase. They say it's a reference to the speed of light. The two debuted as a couple at the Met Gala in 2018, and the two have a baby with an equally unique name. XAA, the 12th, the one that went viral on Twitter. They call him X. C says that the 5-month-old baby is already into radical art. Today, in 1961, the Beach Boys released their first single, Surfin'. It was released on Candix Records, a small label out of LA. The song was such a hit in SoCal that Capitol Records signed the Beach Boys. Surfin' was followed up by other surfing-themed songs, Surfin' Safari, Surfin' USA, and Surfer Girl. The Beach Boys were a fun-loving band with a bunch of quirks. The boys originally called themselves the Pedaltones, which actually might have been a better fit, despite the aforementioned songs about surfing. Only one of the Beach Boys, Dennis, actually knew how to surf. In a dark turn, one of the Beach Boys was the roommate of cult leader Charles Manson for a summer on Sunset Boulevard. There are over 50 unreleased Beach Boys songs in the Beach Boys archive in Burbank. Maybe release those? And now for our final segment of the day, I'm going to be going back into my own photo archives to see what I was up to on December 8th in my life. Looks like December 8th in 2019, I played a show in Dublin. I was really excited. I also went and got ramen. I remember having a really good time, and I think Dublin was one of my favorite crowds that I played in the UK. Everybody was so nice and so welcoming, and I was nervous to be there, but I'm really happy that it went as well as it did. I really miss it. I wish I could go back. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. That's all for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you please subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and follow along at 365 Days mxmtoon on your preferred social media platforms.
It's 365 with mxmtoon. New facts every day, so don't leave too soon. I'm gonna teach you stuff, no it won't be tough. Gonna go a year till you've had enough. It's 365